Welcome back. I'm casting alongside Sabretooth, man. How's it going?
Going well, going well. How about yourself?
Pretty good. Now we're in championship,
That's right.
grand finals. We have Escalators versus AME Esports.
And Escalators won the tournament here last time.
Yep, that is true. Escalators won it last time. They're trying to defend their pride. Coming off a close game, 7-4. That epic pause. Second blunder since the optic van. We're going to hop right into game number one here, though.
Sure are.
Championship finals are best of 3. You see Escalators on your right-hand side. They'll be a cog. And then you see AME Esports on your left-hand side. They will be your swarm side. Also in the middle, you'll see E6 Burger, the coach of Enigma 6, a pro team, which is a top 8 in Gears of War. He will be playing under 0-3. And as for the other ones, I'm not necessarily too sure what they go by. But we'll keep in favor of that.
That's right. And they were just at Ohio a couple weeks ago.
Yep, for MLG Columbus, I believe, or MLG Arena, whatever it was called. So it was Gives Open event. Not too sure exactly what they placed itself, but we are on board here with 09. He is trying to capture. That is going to be the A site. He does see one person over on the O2 roster, on the 2 side. Go on board here with 08. 08 is currently full red, though.
That's right. So they're getting outnumbered here at B. It was a 3v2 there. Looks like the Escalators just couldn't quite hold it by themselves.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate there. Hopping aboard here with 09, though. 09 trying to go around, but he does manage. I don't know what he was trying to do there. But 04 just trying to watch overboard here. Does actually spot one. That's going to be one play on 09. Currently up 47-38. When we watched this AME Esports side, we saw them 7-0 Royal Gaming, and unfortunately it does not seem like they will 7-0 this team right now.
Not at the moment.
Yeah.
But we got a chainsaw here at C Hill.
That was pretty big. IO2 trying to get this one kill. Does manage to pick up one. That's 4 down now for the Escalator side, as they are going to recapture C. Currently down 78-64. But nonetheless, they still have control of A. Does have the Michel Ray, just kind of watching out. Does have 09 across the bridge there. Just pulling up the mini-map area, just kind of see where they're at. We see 3 down low, bottom Pistons. 1 on Statue on the bridge area. Go up on that person down low, bottom mid. See what can actually happen here, as 08 is currently full red. Just try and get out. Does manage to get taken out from behind, though. Going on board here with 05. 05 actually managing to pick him up. 07 picks up 01, so managing to trade that kill, but does spot one more at B. Currently down 130 to 100, down about 33 points. Still, nonetheless, they have to really focus on the kills. That's 3 down now again for Escalators, and really we have not seen 3 down or 4 down for the AME Esports.
That's right. But fortunately, this is early enough in the game where the Escalators are getting quick spawns in. They're spawning in less than 10 seconds. Whereas later on in the game, when the spawns are increased, it's going to be a little bit tougher if they keep dying as much.
Yep. Going into 04 there, we do see, if you look, even listening at the communication between AME versus Escalators, Escalators finally trying to talk, but AME Esports, they're just yelling over there.
That's right.
Just getting all hyped up. 179 to 441. It's to the point right now where Escalators are forced to either stop the C capture or actually
they were able to go get B, prevent the triple cap there. But unfortunately, AME was able to capture A there, and there's not going to be enough time. They're going to have to triple cap here if they have any hope of winning this round.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it does seem like they just aren't able to get the kills, and that's going to be round 1 in favor of the AME Esports side.
That's right. And getting back to the communication side, I talked to some of the team members and one of the coaches for Escalators, and they had a game plan before even coming in here. So they kind of knew what they wanted to do, and so they said that they may not be as talkative as they normally are, just because ahead of time they kind of had an idea what they wanted to go for. But going up against this team AME, who's been in the competitive scene, been to Ohio, I think they're going to have to talk a lot more than just before the game in order to do well.
No, yeah, for sure. Escalators opting to go for a block there, which they've actually seen do a lot now. So now 12 seconds, respawn timers. This is going to be very big now, as you can't go 3 or 4 down now. You honestly can't. As we just kind of watch things. Go back to the player camera here to see, and just kind of watching over. But they do see that they are going down B. 3 B.
That's right, 3 AME at B, but you got 2 two Escalators on that mid block, but it looked like they were about to get flanked there. And sure enough, there's the, you can see in the kill feed at the bottom, it looks like he wasn't able to get out of that flank.
Yep, as we do see 07 trying to pick up one kill. Does manage hop over, but does get taken about 03. That's going to be Burger taking him out. Hop aboard here with him as we actually trying to just see what he actually will be able to do. Does manage to take over the C site. Currently at 7 kills, 2 downs. And right now it's just total domination, and that's going to be domination in favor of AME Esports.
And again, I think it gets back to communication. Knowing who's down and knowing what the times are on these respawns to be able to hold your hill effectively. Because right there, you notice that they had C hill for quite a long time, referring to AME, and that's the, that's Escalator spawn side, and they're holding their hill really well.
There are 16 more kills in favor of AME Esports than with our Escalators. Torque Bow being placed down bottom mid, so that's going to be a very big play there. Going on board here with 03 again, hopping on board here with Burger, as he is going to be pushing down to the B site. Managing spot out that there is 2 in middle map, and they are going to capture the B. And this is actually a very good push coming up from AME. Hopping back on play here. We're going to switch on board here with 02 on the bridge side here. Does have 2 people pushing him. That's going to be 06 and 09. We'll try to push shots out. Actually has 08 right there.
Oh, but we get a mantle kick.
That's 3 down now for AME Esports. That's the first 3 down they've had all game right now. And, ANC.
Yet again, they have the communication on AME being able to go capture the that A hill, which is not on their spawn side. That's the Escalator spawn side.
Nope. As they are currently trying to go B. We do see that A is being taken over right now. So this should be a very big, 2 people play. Go on board here with 06. 06 just kind of pushing, not too sure where he was pushing. It seems like he's actually going to be pushing into B side here. And A actually being taken over here. So total domination can be potentially coming out. Can it be broken up by any player here? Domination is denied, though, as that's going to be COG taking over the victory here.
That's right. They definitely had numbers there at B Hill.
Yep. Luckily enough, they actually won that gunfight at B. ANC still 2-person cap, 90 to 51. And honestly, right now, Escalators, the way they look like, they have to either warm up or they're going to have to get lucky enough to get some people down to get 3 caps, because they aren't able to. They have not had a 2-cap control this whole game yet. 3 people actually go down. This actually be a big kill. If 08 can manage to get this kill, he does manage to get it.
He wins that 2v1. What a clutch right there.
05 last one alive, so this should be very big.
This gives them their two caps, like you just mentioned, and they're going for the triple cap here. Got chainsaws out, prevents them from getting in the hill there. What do you feel about that play right there with the chainsaws out?
We saw that last game. In the round, I guess it was round 11 that we saw. He actually had the smoke grenade out with chainsaw, and the guy dove right into the chainsaw.
So it prevents you from breaking the hill right off the rip.
Yep. So it's effective.
Seems a little cheeky, but yeah, it works.
A win's a win, at the end of the game.
Right.
So if it's on a work, it may be scumbaggish, it may be cheeky-ish, it may be whatever, but you're gonna get the W.
That's right.
That's just how I look at it, so.
It's a championship game. You gotta do whatever you gotta do.
If that's a matter of using a chainsaw in effect of like a $20,000 and $10,000, I'm gonna use a chainsaw trying to get that $20,000. So, this isn't about that. That's about 100 points, 75 points, but still the same concept. We do see both power weapons being picked up by the Swarm side here. We are 04 with the Torque Bow in hand.
We've got Flames covering B here. I'm not quite sure whose Flames those are, but that'll be interesting. But we got 4 Locusts Swarm at B right there, making sure that they got that.
Yeah, that was a very big play coming out from 08 there, with the wall bouncing. Torque Bow does manage to get taken out, and that's 4 down now for the.
And he has Flames.
This is actually very big because 08 actually prevented this and allowed for 06 to be taken up. Unfortunately enough, this ain't going to be it, as C's going to be taken over, but it actually might be able to do something, as looking at where 06 is at. 06 is on B, so he's on at least let his teammates get up, a little bit more life. But, nonetheless, this actually be it, and actually this might be game.
But luckily, as I was mentioning earlier, they got close spawn to C there. Even with the longer respawn times, they were able to get back and make sure that they anchored their home hill there.
Yep. Chainsaw coming in play there, takes out 1. So that's a 16-second respawn delay now.
Here's our
0-1.
double cap for the cog. Escalators starting to be a little bit more aggressive on those A and C hills.
That's 3 down now, 4, and this actually be a potential 4th down as long. No, he actually choked to kill. 06 able to keep alive. That's 3 down now still. This could actually be a very big play as 06 has to win this one gunfight. And if he does manage to win, this actually could be game over and actually round victory in favor of the COG side. Does manage to get the cap down, but luckily enough, 0-1 managing to use those wall bounces to his favor, picks it up. And just like that, you know, it's a 2 cap conversion back in favor of the Swarm side, which will be AME Esports. But at any point in time in this game, you know, it could easily go 4 down. And this actually is going to be game as long as they can, you know, push for the C spawn.
That's right. I feel like if he'd have won that 1v8B there, you know, that would have given them enough time. It would be at least a tie game right now.
Oh, yeah, it would have. It was a 4v4. It was a 4 down. That would have been 5th down. And luckily enough, you know, but again, he's just kind of rushing in. He needs to play with his teammates because that's really what's catching him right now. You know, that's 1 down. You're giving your person a 16-second respawn timer. Yeah, you're trying to fight for the hill. You're trying to get him down, but you're not any help whenever you're getting 2 or 3 down. But you know, 08 picks up 1, tries to pick up another one. Fortunately, just trying his best, and again 01 managing to just juke him in. Again, 01 being at full red. Now he's down to 2 bars. You know what can exactly happen here as they're just trying to break this, but you know they do have the cap. 2 cap here, but luckily enough. Started
capping A at their very end, just not quite enough time left on the clock for them to be able to pull out that trip cap.
Yep, as it's 3-1 in favor of AME Esports. If you look at even the kills,
they're still lopsided, huh?
Yeah, really big lopsided. So, do see that something will be placed down piston side here. We're curious if they'll go for a boom shot. You know, in a game mode that you're losing so much in killing on, would you give somebody a power weapon that can do that much damage?
That's right.
They opt for the sniper rifle, though, so that's going to be big.
The M-bar, that's correct. Which is an interesting charge-up weapon that you kind of have to time those headshots or body shots. But, you know, Escalators kind of having a hard time with map control, so it's interesting to see which power weapons they keep putting on the map and which ones that AME keeps picking up.
Well, I said, you know, it really going to take into play. They need to get the only way they're going to win is getting a 3 cap. Just for the fact that they're getting outkilled and slain. And you know, there's 2 people here, and that's all 3 down. Actually, that's 4 down now. And with the 18-second respawn timer, that's going to be A, and they're all rushing A, and this is all up to 08. You can hear them
excited, yelling, let's go, 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 let's push A. Because right now we got a 3v1 on A here.
08 down and 07 last one alive. 07 just trying to get, but he does get sniped, and that's it.
Yep, and that was the M-bar right there. That was that power weapon that Escalators decided to put on the map and ended up being used in AME's favor.
Yep. 4-1 now in favor of AME Esports. Escalators really have to come back with the answer to this question. You know, they can now opt to, you know, block something, you know, choose something differently.
That's right.
So it'll be interesting enough to see how they really pan for this.
That's right. On round 6 and 13, you can actually exchange what you've already put on the map. And so it looks like they're voting to take those flames off and put shot grenades down.
I feel like that's more beneficial to them, considering the fact that the incendiary grenades have really been taking a toll on them. That's whereas to the the shot grenades, it won't kill you, but
it'll down you and it'll stun you and keep you from, you know, being able to perform any. You know, you won't be able to pick up your teammate, you won't be able to reload, you won't be able to shoot, so it'll be interesting. And I don't necessarily feel like AME Esports was super dominant with those incendiary nades, but they were using them in such a way that it prevented hill controls and different things like that for the Escalators. They couldn't quite push in the hills when they needed to.
Yep, again, 2 people, 4 down now, and that's 20-second respawn timer.
That's right, but
Ken is stuck between a lock and a hard place right now,
and
he gets taken
there's
out.
That M-bar.
He's just trying to rush it in. Managing to stop it for the short time period he does. But unfortunately enough, nothing will happen here as Chainsaw comes in play and does that man.
But they are still breaking the hill if they can keep breaking it. But the problem is as soon as they're going in and dying, they're having those 20-second respawn times again. And it's so hard to recover from that.
It is.
We're going into halftime here, so we're going back to the normal respawn times. And there's going to be no weapons on that now. So kind of like a fresh start. Maybe the Escalators can kind of regroup here and maybe change their strategy a little bit.
If you look at the kills, though, 7, 7, 4, 9, 4 from Escalators, 19, 14, 7, 15, 13
four
from
teams in double digits for four players in double digits for AME.
The second highest kills on Escalators is the lowest kills on the AME Esports. And again, not saying kills matter as much, but they really do in this game mode because you're giving yourself a 10-second time down, 12, 14, 16, 18, all the way up to 20. So every single kill matters. Automatically 2 hills and point in favor of.
That's right. So now we got different hill rotations here. So D and F, they're kind of on the backside where those nades were spawning. We got Store 3 pushing all the way into the other team's hill, but unable to do anything with that.
Yep, going on board here with 04. DNF in favor of the COG. 04 just kind of playing safe here, trying to overwatch D. Does have a teammate going back.
Looks like the team spawned up. So there we go. A quick respawn time for them, and that, you know, that gets AME. They got three up now.
That's 2 down now again.
So the last 4 kills were by AME.
Yep. ENF in favor of AME Esports. You know, D still up. Trying to put shots in. That's going to be 3. Actually, full red for 06. Luckily enough, he didn't go down. But nonetheless, you know, you're still at a point where you're at a disadvantage. They only have to hold 2 points in order to win this. You know, it's 90 to 87.
And the lead just switched because Escalators were holding DNF pretty good right off the spawn. It looks like they're pushing E at the moment.
07
got a
is
Lancer
down. 07's down. There is somebody fighting for E control. It does get taken down there, so 2 people down for each team. F in favor of the, Escalator side. So, no even closer game. It's 118 to 116. So, it's interesting enough, but see 04 pushing for the D side here. Does have 10 right there. So, will we see a domination coming out? You know, luckily enough, pin pops in, but that's all 4 down. 1 person left alive. That's going to be 07. Luckily enough, 07 seems to be he actually is on the E side. He actually prevented the team from doing a total domination.
Yeah, that might have saved the game right there. At least the round. He's got the meat shield, so he's got a little bit of advantage over at Microsoft Store 1 here. Let's see if he can do anything with this meat shield and hold it long enough for another team to get another hill. And it looks like his team is capping their home hill here.
He held it long enough to a point where they could do something. The only issue is, you know,
he missed that L trigger there. I think it would have been better if he'd have blind fired.
Yeah. So, it's interesting to see how this really works. One person down. 04 is still up, so we're trying on board here with 03. You know, Berger just.
Yeah, this game is really close. AME needs to really do something here.
AME actually can win off of this.
You believe?
They will.
It's going to be close. I think you're right, though.
206 to 200.
It doesn't matter. They got the break on E anyway, just to make sure.
Yep.
You're right. My math is bad.
6-1, you know, AME Esports, not 70 on the Escalators, but domination per se the less. So.
No, and again, these guys, they were at the Invitational for Ohio for the Gears Esports, so they've been playing together, running strats together. You know, the Escalators, they're not just a regular pickup team either. They've been running, you know, some game battles, and again, they won the tournament here last time, and so they played together. They've had a couple subs that have come in on their team in the past week or so, so they're having to mesh together that way. You know, just with new players on the squad, so just not quite enough to be able to overpower AME at this point. They're just too strong of a slaying team, and as we see here, Frisco Store 8. He gets Team Lancer right off the rip going, trying to push down the middle, and so now he's got a 12-second, 13-second respawn.
Yeah, smoke grenades going out D, E, and F, so we'll try and see what happens here. You know, all communication coming out from the AME Esports side. 21 to 24. will be interesting enough to see how this really pans out. So,
but Store 6 was unsuspecting to that that flank that he had going on, and now we have 2 hills capped. Oh no, AME was able to cap the home hill for the Escalators.
yep, so D, E, and F, 2 hills in favor of the AME Esports side, D only in favor of the COG side. And 10 is pinched. They know he's there. They have 2 people there. Not too sure why he tried to shotgun that far away. Opting to use the Lancer.
It's getting smoked out. I believe they're giving up on that D hill, and they're going to go push F from mid.
They pushed F. Escalators has control of F. As long as they hold this 2 cap, they will win, but fortunately, it's going to take a while. You know.
That's right, and as you notice, the score is getting close to even right about now.
Yep, about 100 is when it will actually break even. So it'll be interesting enough to see how a 100 to 100 point game.
That's right, and here we're going to 210. Again, both hills in favor of Escalators. This is interesting. This is the longest time that they've had 2 hills.
This is actually the longest time they've had 2 hills. You know, even just looking at the respawn timer here, you see that one person's down, and you see that long respawn that they have coming up.
And now we have 2 Escalators down. And sure enough, their AME is taking over F.
Yep, 134 to 127, you know, just a 6-point lead. And they're going to close in on that very quickly. So, on board here with 03, try and take F though. So, you know, still 1v1, 149, 150 to 150, you know, still even 50-point game. And that's what's really big right now is because the fact that, you know, Escalators is able to keep on to this 2-point lead right now. And honestly, this is the closest game we've seen come out. And Escalators may be able to actually take this as long as they're able to keep control of, you know, at least one of these hills. Honestly, they need control of 2 just to kind of solidify that lead. They managed to retake E though, so you know they will be able to win this game. As long as they keep control of 1, they will be able to win this round. And they are actually going for a total domination, but unfortunately they get denied it. They do manage to get F back, so that's going to be 210, 181. Escalators, the tournament life still lives right now, 6-2. But that's a long road back, you know, having to take.
But you notice something in that last round there, the last minute of that game, Escalators were getting quite a few kills, and you know that made a big difference. They hadn't been getting as many kills in the first 7 rounds of this specific game, but you know they were getting a lot of kills there. They were able to hold 2 hills for the majority of the game, put a lot of pressure on AME to try to have to trip cap. I think they overextended and weren't able to recover.
Yep. But now you know it's in favor of the AME Esports side, putting down the power weapon.
And sniper is not something we've seen gameplay yet today, have we?
Nope. Long shot being placed. Let's look at the scoreboard real quick. You know, at one point in time there was 9. 02 having 12 kills. Everybody else though having greater than 15. So that's pretty big.
Yeah, but we still have 2 Escalators in single digits here.
You know, it's a long road back. Looking at the long shot coming out here. Long shot does not get picked up yet. They're opting to go for the east side. Go up over here, Burger.
We do have a player coming back. Frisco 3 came back to get chainsawed. It's going to leave Escalators able to pick up this long shot, and let's see if they're going to be able to do anything with it. It's going to be really nice to be able to get a quick headshot, maybe one cross map, really solidify a hill. But in these close range battles, he's sitting there rocking with the long shot out. Obviously switched to the Nash at the last minute, but now that long shot's on respawn.
You know, 08 and 06 are at E side here, and that's actually very big. You know, they managed to retake E. F still not being captured right now as it was neutralized. So that's a lot of points that, Swarm or AME Esports lost there. But they're picking up D, so, only down by 25 points, but nonetheless, they're going to get that point hill break back. Luckily enough, that is going to be, COG taking back the D side. 09 getting the kill on 02 at the chainsaw area here. And they're trying to go for the total domination. They have all 3 members right there. He's full red right now. I don't agree with that play.
Down, nowhere to go.
I don't agree with that play.
I don't agree with it either. He was one player by himself against 4 players from AME. It just all had their Lancers out. Nobody up close for him to Nasher. Escalators down a player, and now we've got a 2v1 going on at E, and it looks like they're going to be able to break it.
Oh, 08 picking up 04 there, so nonetheless, you know, but 03 taking out 08 and 02 picking up 06. That's 3 down now for the Escalator side. 117 to 81. That is a very close game, and Swarm will dominate. And now you're getting no points, so that lead is going ever closer now. Was a 40-point lead, now it's only a 33-point lead. It's actually showing a 24-point lead. So now, you know.
Looks like we got a couple pushing up mid, pushing to C. We got one from their spawn side on D, pushing to C. Unable to get that guy, got bounced there.
Hopping Warrior 03, full red, does get taken out though, so Hopping Warrior 07, the person who took him out. We'll actually see what happens. You know, D&E back in favor of the Escalator side, 152 to 136. You know, they are showing some life here, but, you know, this is a long road. They have to win 5 straight.
That's
right. You know, they managed to win 1. Can they keep that momentum up? It's going to be hard, you know, considering the fact that you won the first game 210 to like 198. You're winning right now 174 to 154. You still need a 2 cap because it's still possible for them to come back. But once it hits like the 190 mark, or really honestly right now, you can win just off the 1 hill, and you got to make sure you keep that 1 hill.
I think he did well to kind of stall them there to cap that. It's still going to be a really close. I think as long as they hold their D here, they're going to get this win.
Yeah. They will win as long as they hold D, but now, you know, if you're aiming Esports, you recognize this is what's going to happen now, right? So now they have to somehow break this, but unfortunately enough, that's going to be it as 210, and they win 2 straight. 6-3 right now.
Escalators is doing a really good job these last 2 rounds of holding at least 2 hills. You know, the first 7 rounds, they were only holding 1. They were dying a whole lot. Now they're getting more kills. They're holding hills, you know, multiple hills at a time, really giving themselves, you know, some leeway, putting the pressure all on AME, trying to have to push in there with, you know, basically no time left for them to be able to break that final hill. And they had numbers on that hill. I think if they'd had 1 or 2 more seconds, they would have broke the hill. The game could have switched to their favor. They had a trip cap, but fortunately, time was not in their favor at that round.
Yeah, but now time being 16-second respawns now, every kill matters even more. And that's what's going to be what's big right now. You know, they won 2 straight rounds. You know, last game they won 4 straight rounds against Flush or
Royal Blaze.
No, it wasn't Royal Blaze. Royal Gaming. It was I forgot what it was. Flash. It was some one-word thing. They won 4 straight rounds in a row. Now they're winning 2, so still a long road.
Definitely have the momentum, but that's, like you said, we're going to pull a Cubs Indians here and come back from a deficit.
Yeah. No, it's still possible, but it's going to be extremely hard to do, especially if he cannot get that 1 kill, which he doesn't.
Absolutely.
That's 09.
I think he should have got a little bit closer up there before, because that enemy was unsuspecting of him on that flank right there. He could have easily walked up and just L-triggered him there.
You know, F being the only point they have right now, you know, going 3 down, you know, this game has all been kill feed in favor of. Luckily enough, he turns at the right moment there.
That's right. Able to make sure that they hold that F hill to prevent from being trip cack. AME has taken the lead here. And again, here we see them taking numbers. However, they're pushing F. They're about to take F, but Escalators is taking E here. So now we've got 2 hill control by Escalators yet again.
Yep. As we do see Escalators down below, and they are actually pushing for this side. That's 4 down, 05, 04, 02, right off the spawn. This could be very big as long as Escalators get this. 05 picking up 09 though. So now they have to be very smart. You know, you're losing 96 to 104. You can easily come back right here. They can't trade kills without trading kill themselves. So what they have to do is they have to be very smart, count the timers, you know, figure out when they're coming back up off the spawn. 07 picking up 01, so that's a huge kill coming out there. You know, he still has a long respawn second timer. 06 down now. He's at half respawn. DNE 120, 130 to 130. Close game, you know, 80 points. A team that can hold 2 very quickly, and 05 pick up 2 big kills there.
And you can hear, I don't know if the stream can hear it or not, but they're calling out how many's dead on AME side, you know, like how many they've killed. And still don't quite have as much communication going on with the Escalators, but they know, then AME definitely knows how many is dead and when to push here.
Yeah, right now it seems like they're just kind of bodying towards, you know, EF, and they're panicking right now, you know. Unfortunately, you don't need to panic in this situation, and right now you do need to get a 3-cap. Boom shot going to be down.
There's both boom shots, however.
That's game.
There's only 15 more seconds here, and we got to get a trip cap. I don't think that Escalader's going to be able to pull this out.
Nope, and that's game. That's game number 1 in favor of AME Esports.
You know, Escalators definitely got some momentum there. They won 2 straight. They looked really strong that round, but towards the middle of the round, they just lost all the momentum that they had, and AME was able to just come back and solidify that 210 score.
Yep.
I believe we're going to do our raffle now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, we should be doing a raffle. I'll probably have Topographic come on here because, you know, you and him know the raffle a little bit better.
That's right.
So we'll figure out. We'll have Topographic come on.
Mm-hmm.
He can actually do the raffle with him. So I will be getting off right now.
Well, it was a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, it was. You and Tybo should cast finals the last game, potentially.
We'll see. We'll see. What up, man? It's going well.
Okay.
My beard looks super red on stream.
Oh, yeah. So, how's it going?
It's going well, going well.
Yeah.
What did you think that game from the the sideline perspective?
It was good. I was really, I don't want to say shocked, but I feel like Escalators kind of found the groove a little bit more.
They sure did. Mm-hmm. They
Able
won
to
2
take,
rounds straight.
able to take a couple rounds there. Couple really good plays there with Boom. Just didn't work out for him. They're bottom middle, I think, that last round. It might have been the round before. Unfortunately, just not able to push through, take the hill after getting a couple of those kills there. Ultimately, great, though. Good play so far for this first game in our grand final out of both these squads. What about you? I mean, how's it feel casting, sitting down, with a great, Shadow?
Feels good. I'm learning when to interject.
Yeah.
Like, I have a hard time trying not to interrupt
I have
anybody.
a terrible time doing that. I did that, I think, the first game that it was bad. I would just be like, oh, yeah. Oh, wait. I just totally talked over. Yep. Jerk typo. So anyways.
Scumbag typo.
Scumbag.
But no, getting back to that game, I felt like at first Amy had all the momentum.
Yeah.
Shadow and I were just talking about just how many more kills that AME was getting over the Escalators. Mm-hmm. And it just made it really difficult for the Escalators to hold. My volume's changing in my ears, yeah. It made it really difficult for the Escalators to hold multiple hills at a single time.
Yeah.
And, but towards the end, they won both those rounds. They had 2 hills the majority of the whole round. Yeah. They were getting, if you looked at the kill feed, they were getting 3 or 4 kills at a time. Right. Respawn timer was getting extended. So it was really, they put all the pressure on Amy. And even in that last round, they looked really good up until the halfway point.
Yeah, I think one of the things that, for newer squads or maybe newer players to Gears at home, need to understand is, if you need to push to an objective with your team, that doesn't mean all 5 of you have to go, because then that means obviously you're leaving your home hill, and you may not want to go 4 either. You might be strong enough to take like look at how many people are dead in game. See,
absolutely.
Okay, they're 3 down. We can rush this 3v2 and probably take their home, and we can leave our other guys to make sure nothing happens and anchor and keep our home hill. So all those things are really crucial, and that just comes with playing more with your teammates and. Just getting a squad, getting together, communicating.
Another thing that we mentioned was Amy just had far better communication than the Escalators. It was very loud. It was almost hard to hear myself with my headset on, right? Because they were communicating so well.
I actually overheard some talk about the objective and the timer and such. Like if you hold 1 hill, you only get 1 second per second, and 1 point per second. And if you hold 2, you get 1.5 points per second. If that makes sense. So instead of getting 2 whole points. Yeah, it's weird. And so, I heard a couple calls like, guys, it's okay. We don't have to get this out. Like, we don't have to push through and grab all 3. Mm-hmm. We don't even have to grab all 2. We can just stay home. As long as we got our home hill, we're good.
And
so,
and they were consistently calling out how many were dead, just like you had mentioned. Like, it's important to, are we going to push this 4v2 here because they've got 3 players dead? Right. So, super crucial.
Yeah, and that is one thing to mention. Again, one of the guys that's actually here playing tonight is a pro coach for Enigma 6 group. They're a top 8 team on Gears of War. So, those are these little nerdy things that, a coach would know. So, it's actually talking smack behind me.
It's got that Destiny emote going on.
But oh my gosh. So, anyways, yeah, you know, little things like that, tidbits for viewers at home. Just communicating those ultimately the most important thing, because we've seen in previous rounds when I was casting and probably while you were casting, you know, a couple crucial kills come in, and what you thought was about to be a domination from Swarm is all of a sudden a domination from Cog. And you're like, whoa, how'd that happen?
Like it just turned in favor so quickly.
Flips very quickly. So yeah, moving right along, teams are about to sit back down and get ready to play. However, you know, we have something to announce. We were doing a giveaway for the last 2 or 3 weeks now. Up until the point of this tournament, we're going to announce the winner right now on stream. So the winner.
What were we giving away, John?
Oh, I was going to say it, but thanks for asking.
I got you.
Thanks for asking. Vanna, what's behind door number? I'm just kidding. So yeah, we've got a Gears of War 4 Ultimate Edition digital code.
Okay.
For the game. So that's the $100 edition.
$100 code. And you get all the DLC when it comes out.
All
right?
the DLC. That's access to the dev playlist. So whenever they get the new
Check
maps.
out in Dry Dock.
Yes. Yes. So whenever that new maps come out each month, the rotation, you're going to get to play those early. It's great value, honestly. If you don't own the game, honestly, that's the best way to buy it. But yeah, so we're giving away a copy of the game, the most expensive version. Super excited to announce who that is. And Gears of War Esports / Coalition has hooked us up with some apparel or swag.
Got a swag pack.
Yeah, as you young folk may say. So they're hooking you up with some apparel. It's going to be like hoodies and hats and lanyards and stuff like that. So really cool. Great value coming from Gears of War Esports along with a copy of the game. So the winner of that giveaway is Cameron Siemens. Siemens, S-E-A-M-A-N-S. Excuse me, my phone is ringing. But yeah, so Cameron, if you're watching, man, just, you know, we'll alert you via social media. We actually have the option to email you. So we'll let you know. We'll get in touch with that player. And congratulations to him for winning.
Yay!
Go Cameron.
Thanks for signing up, man.
Yeah, and congrats. And for all those that entered, you know, we'll be doing more things like this in the future. Again, you know, shout out to all the many sponsors we have. Gears of War Esports, Panda X Gaming, Salty Mayhem, Godlike Gaming, obviously represent. And Microsoft Store for allowing us to host this event here tonight in their store.
And only 8 stores in the world that are holding these tournaments.
Yes, these tournaments for pro points, which go towards your Gears of War 4 seating if you were to continue to play at a competitive event, which those events are huge. I mean, in case the viewers don't know, they announced a $1 million circuit, similar to what they did for Halo 5, and the packs that you can purchase in-game actually help fund that to increase the prize pool. So it starts at $1 million, but it can grow to 2, 3, 4, you know, these crazy lengths.
It's cool because the community can be more part of the esports even if you're not going to the events.
Exactly.
Really nice.
If you're not able to attend, you know, you can still support it. You know, that helps to really help the scene grow. So
and definitely tune in to watch the streams of the tournaments as well. I think the last Ohio tournament had 25,000 active at one point.
Yeah, I mean those are great numbers for Gears of War.
Absolutely,
a lot more than where we've been in the past. So you know, it's good to see that sort of growth, and I love it so much. Very passionate, obviously, about Gears of War here in the great state of Texas, where we want to be here. So yeah, you know, we're gonna get into this next game. And that was just the first one. It was on Foundation, correct?
That's right.
So yeah, next game's gonna be on Dam.
We're gonna do or die for the Escalators here.
Yes, indeed. So we're about to kick that off really soon. Escalation on Dam starting as soon as teams are ready. Our team's good to go. All right, then yeah, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that right now. So congratulations again to the winner, Cameron. And we're about to start the second game of finals.
And here we go. I wonder if anybody got that reference.
Probably not.
I doubt it.
I didn't.
You didn't?
Over my head.
But Dark Knight. Batman. Heath Ledger. As the Joker.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness. John, you have a kid. I guess it's okay.
I'm sorry.
You don't have time to watch movies.
I really don't, man. I'm a little jealous. What did you go see today? Doctor Strange?
Doctor Strange. Probably one of the best Marvel movies I've seen so far.
Wow.
It was fantastic.
I'm excited.
But back to Gears.
Wait, fantastic. I thought that was DC.
Yeah, right? Okay, dude.
Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, Escalation starting here on Dam. We got our teams Escalators, the former Microsoft Store champs, going up against AME Esports.
Trying to get a repeat here. Unfortunately, it's do or die for them. They've got to win this game in order to put it go into game 3. And they just got to get kills, man. I think, you know, they can have all the communication and everything, but if they don't execute on these kills and win these 1Vs, then it's not going to look too good for them. But here we go. We're starting. We're going to start on the, looks like the both
map
teams,
overhead.
That's right. You weren't helping me out any there, Drive.
Unfortunately, no.
You left your co-pilot hanging.
Yeah, indeed, I did. So it looks like teams are just flying to B right now. They've got a couple Swarm members already starting that cap early. Looks like they're going to have to push out of there because they're both about to go down.
And they both did go down over cover in the process of handling cover. That's unfortunate for Escalators, but we got 1 kill by the Escalators here and a bounce by Frisco 4. What do you think of that movement right there, Typo?
That movement was crispy. And so they're already moving up to A. It looks like they're already getting flicked around to go into C, though. So, you know, Escalators isn't out of this yet. They need to definitely get this team off of their A hill.
But, you know, they're spawning on that A side, so they're going to be able to get A, and it looks like AME is going back to make sure that they get their home hill.
Smart play out of 8 just to leave it and just go to B. So hopefully they'll get an easy break here. Looks like a 3v1 coming in for Escalators.
Fortunately, numbers are so crucial in Gears of War. Looks like we have a little bit of movement by 8, but no picking up any kills here. Nobody's quite dying yet.
There we go.
We've got 2 down at B on AME side. Missed the up A there by Frisco 8.
Whoa, okay.
Well, there's 360 movement going on
The
here.
viewers at home are getting sick. I know it.
But he stayed alive. He's still alive, and he's still getting kills. So we got to give props to Frisco 8 for staying alive right there.
You know, out of all that madness, they were able to recap B. Still down about 30 points, though. But if they can hold this 2 cap, they're in a pretty good position right now.
They sure are. I agree.
So let's see if we can see what's happening here in this fight, trying to go down at B.
And this is what they were doing right in those 2 wins that they won back-to-back last games. They were holding multiple hills, putting all the pressure on AME, making them push. And as we see AME, Frisco 2 there is getting a kill at B hill. But again, he still has, Escalators still have numbers at B.
This is getting crazy.
We're attempting ghost cam here. The movement is definitely a little bit better this round than it was last game.
So yeah, both hills currently being controlled by Swarm. The last fight coming in here today. It looks like if he wins this right here, it could be a domination.
Oh no!
Oh no! Stuck with the pistol out though.
That's right. He hit him with those crisp melees though. Chainsaw through smoke. You know, I've consistently seen Escalators do chainsaw through smoke. They won a few rounds, or 1 or 2 rounds last game by doing that.
You know, I think it's just that people don't really expect it, you know. They're not expecting people to do that. Might, you know, go ahead and break that B hill though, buddy. But yeah, you know, it's something that doesn't get pulled out a whole lot. It doesn't really often work to smart shotgun player.
Oh no, it looks like Escalators has got to break this hill, and they sure did.
They definitely need to retake that right now. They can still win off C. It's just if they keep contesting it, they have potential.
Fortunately, they went in there 1 at a time, Typo, and just couldn't quite, you know, do anything when it was a 4v1. And it looked like they had a 4v1 going on about 2 or 3 times there at the end.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that if Escalators would have communicated a little bit and maybe pushed in, I think they got a little antsy there with, you know, only 4 seconds left.
Definitely. So, you know, looking at the scoreboard going into this next round, Store 3's got 7 kills, doing work for his team. You know, the other team, they're kind of equal out with about 3 kills there. The stat really to look at, though, in Escalation is time dead. You know, you definitely need Store 7 staying alive more. So we've got a long shot put down on map, so we're going to try to see what team goes and picks that up, because that's a good way to control middle.
Absolutely.
Sure.
There's such long lanes on Dam that it just makes it easy to get headshots, kind of unsuspecting. You can cross. And, you know, we haven't seen very much long shot gameplay this whole tournament. So I'm interested to see if someone can pick that up and maybe do some work with it. All right.
Cog making quick work. Oh, the Swarm there looks like they're going to be able to hop on B point. You think they might be getting shot in the back, though? I don't know.
No, I
saw
think
a
he was
couple
over
stray
at those,
bullets.
the normal
Okay.
flame spawn. Yep, sure enough, on pipes there.
So yeah, 2v1 here at B. they can go ahead and win this to control that still. So, Escaladers doing a pretty good job in this two hill caps scenario that they've got going on. It happened last round, but it just happened a little too late. So it's good seeing them being able to build a lead going into this second game of finals.
And you see them swapping players here. It looks like that Frisco 10 is going to be their home anchor. Is that the appropriate word I'm using?
Yeah, anchor's good. Let's go with that. So 1v1 coming in the middle, unfortunately falling to that.
Well, they've got 4 dead right now, so they're gonna lose A and B control.
They're going ahead and flying to C right now, so it's like a 3v1 at C.
Just kind of watching some gameplay here, seeing how this figures out. I see what you were talking about, Ghost Cam earlier, Typo.
Yeah.
Little funky. Missed the mantle kick here, and that really cost him.
And even though they're fighting for this domination right now, the double cap is still allowing them to win.
Absolutely.
So they don't even need to. It looks like maybe that's why they decided just to retreat a little bit.
Yeah, they
don't
lost
lose
a little
numbers.
momentum on those kills. They lost a few players. They pushed back, make sure that they, they kept 2 hills. But still, when they were pushing back, Escalators was definitely able to kind of shift the momentum in their favor.
Definitely. So, Escalators able to retake B. One member going to C hill right now, so they need to get him. They need to definitely kill him. I agree with this play. I wouldn't leave B entirely. So
you agree with one of the Escalators staying for B and the other pushing?
Possibly pushing up A, just watching these crosses. It's a really smart play out of 7 there to not get overconfident in pushing back to their home hill.
And it does look like 9 is coming to back up 7 here just to make sure. He's read through smoke, though. Not sure where they got shot from. We've got 3 Escalators on B, but he is able to break that hill. And the game is super close right now. We've got a 179-178 score. But pretty much whoever caps B here is going to win this game. I feel like this 1v is going to decide the fate of this game here, Typo.
Oh, no.
Oh. I don't know if you can hear, but AME is getting really hype behind us right now.
They are up by 1 point right now. Oh, my gosh.
And the hill is just falling up and down.
210.
Not enough time. I think they would have broke it, but they didn't quite have enough time.
Yeah.
Really close game. Really well done by both teams. Some
210
smart plays.
to 206 coming in there. Just edging it out by just a couple seconds. So great play out of AME. Able to go up 2 rounds in this grand final. Potential last map. So, it's just so close from our former winners, Escalators. I'm wondering if they can answer back, potentially get some of these slays to where they're able to hold that map control and hopefully take a couple rounds off this AME Esports team.
And they're going to have to, I think they need to get some momentum going here now with the wins. Last game they won, they lost the first 2 rounds, and so they really need to get some momentum, get some wins on the board early, and not get put in a position like they did last game where they would have had to win 5 straight. Not everybody's the 2016 Cubs.
Oh, and Swarm, the AME team just coming in, doing a little bit of work here. Now, see, I haven't seen this play out of 3. I know that they put this long shot down, but it seems they put long shot down to keep an eye at A hill and also be able to still get B. So this is actually a really smart spot out of Burger, player 3 here. Just kind of being annoying. Trying to be annoying here with a sniper and draw them away from the actual action.
And we get our first long shot headshot of the J, Typo.
Taking him down. Not able to get that player. Unfortunate. Making the plays not happen. I think
but
Burger's
like you said, he's
dead.
just kind of griefing him with that long shot. Look, they're fighting at middle. They're not fighting anywhere near hills at the moment.
But, at home, you got to think, well, he's not doing that either, but he has a power weapon that can shoot from that far away. So he's still being able to support, and even though he's not immediately in the fight, it doesn't take long to get there. So it's a smart play out of Frisco Store 3, going out and grabbing that long shot and just being annoying and reckless with it.
It's getting really high behind us from AME side right now.
Got a little bit of an ineffective trade there. AME able to take this lead right now, 110 to 90. So
again, another close game right now.
Oh no!
Oh, we missed the smoke here.
Questionable smokes. That's a typo smoke.
That is a type of smoke.
That is something
I saw you
I would
that
do
yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a quick body here. Missed down. Shot was low and to the left on that one. He was coming up out of the roll at his gun. Quite hadn't come back up to full height yet when he pulled the trigger.
The misrolls are real.
And there's
3 in a
another
row.
one. And it really cost him.
Yeah. That's why you want your movement fluid. You don't want to be rolling around like that. So great play out of AME. Get that kill over at A. So looks like they're going to lose it, though. Looks like Cog's going to take that right back. So
now we got 2 hills on Escalades holding these right now. Maybe they didn't cap A, Typo.
oh no.
Oh, and they went back and did it, but by the time they got there, they lost B.
Possibly a costly mistake, seeing as how the lead is only about 40 points. But they're going to have to get a triple cap in order to win this round. So they need big plays, and they need them fast.
7, who just got meleeed by that meat shield, able to bounce around, stay alive. But like you said, they got a trip cap right now, so they need to send some of their players from B over to C. But as you can tell, AME is holding their C hill too strong. They're not going to be able to do it.
Yep. AME smart enough to realize they only needed the 1 hill to win. Send 3 players back, hold her home, have a good, effective cross, ultimately take home round number 3.
And Typo, there's just nothing you can do when you got 3 Lancers shooting at 1 player. They're just going to go down super fast.
Indeed. Active headshots, they're going to drop very quickly.
Is that damage 1.5?
I believe. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe afterwards I'll ask Berger. He would know. But regardless, great plays out of both squads right now. AME up 3-0 right now. So it looks like we've got teams pushing out quick
I'm
and
willing to
fast
bet
to
that's
see.
Berger going snipe.
Yeah, it looks like they're actually acknowledging that, though, and going to play a 1v1 there. So let me see if I can switch over to 3, because that made sense. Did you see that? There we go. So Cog was able to get away, but Berger in chase. He doesn't care. He's going their home hill.
That's right.
It's like, fine, you can have sniper. I'm just going to cap your hill.
And there is nobody from Escalators holding on
Smart
that home
play.
hill right now. Absolutely. So they're going to get B, but it's going to be tough because they're going to have to play for their home hill now, which you normally don't have to.
A bit of a long flank, but it worked.
Yep.
Store 3 taking B. Oh, getting blindsided there.
These headshots are crisp at the moment, huh?
For real. They're coming in. So it looks like Escalator's able to continue a 2-cap here in mid. Still down a couple seconds. They'll get that back once they start gaining these points. But can they hold it? That's the question, because they're currently down a couple rounds. Missing some headshots there.
But they have sniper. And as we mentioned earlier, they're going to be able to make some plays based off of that, just solely to hold points and maybe, grief from missing the up A right there, the blind fire off the corner. Some good movement coming from 7, but unfortunately it's just not quite enough. He missed his shots.
They're both extremely weak, though, here in mid. I mean, they're recognizing this Lancer cross, but disrespecting
and he hits the
it.
Sandbag.
Go and see right now. It looks like a player actually coming off spawn, though, so they're going to have to take this 2v1.
Hey.
Not a problem.
Thought that
As
was
long
an
as they
Oscar
take
Mike
B,
for a second there.
4 dead for the other team. So this looks like it's completely over as they take this easy round win. So the teams behind is standing up, celebrating, getting a little handshake, hand clap action in. Looks like Escalators, maybe all the gas is out of their Escalade, bro.
Yeah.
They just can't seem to clutch a round up. Points being really close spread. It was like 123, 121 when the domination come in. So again, like a couple key kills going down 4 or 5 players.
That's right.
That's
and
all
these
she wrote.
long respawn times that you get further in, say, what was 16 seconds last round, 18 seconds this round. That just plays such a huge factor in not being able to get back to take your home hill.
So we're going to stay on first go source 6 here as they go to cap A.
Dell.
Actually, he's going to go deciding to run 2B. So 3 guys running B.
They're like they put one at their home hill and everybody else is pushing up somewhat towards mid-map. Really missed an opportunity on that player that rolled right at him there.
Yep. So trading kills here in middle.
He's
looks
one
like,
shot. Better be careful with him.
yeah, looks like he's going to have to run away. He recognizes a player there is trying to trying to possibly get out to their flames.
Misses
Jamming the
reload.
reloads. Yeah, you can't do that. You really got to master those reloads in this game because they can cause you to jam for a full second. Luckily, still winning the 1v1 in another 1v1 for B. They really need this point control too because it's currently a tie game, but they are down rounds.
I'm not quite sure how much ammo Frisco 6 has left.
Well, he's got a full clip now. So
On respawn.
Frisco 4 able to take him out there. Looks like they're going to easy cap B. They really need to hold their A because they could end it right here. So one more falling for Cog as 8 dies, 2 dying. So they're currently down 2. And
If you notice, Burger just picked up the sniper
these
as well.
respawns are so long. Like they could definitely capitalize on that. Burger grabbing the long shot. 3 down still, 4 down. This looks like it might be a domination attempt.
And you know, John, I keep seeing these players push in 1v situations. You know, with these long respawn times, they're going in 1v2, 1v3, and it's just making it really tough. And as we see from Store 3 here, barely missing some headshots of them coming out of spawn.
Yep. Hashtag Burger has no thumbs in the chat.
Oh, hit him with it. Burger's going to watch the replay of this and be like, come on, typo.
Oh my gosh. But yeah,
out.
he has drawn enough attention to himself.
He said, I don't need a long shot.
Nope. He has thumbs when it matters, folks. 2 dead. They're going to push this A hill. Burger on hill solo.
That's right. It's going to pull
They're
up a long
losing
shot
C,
here.
though. Okay. I like this play, though. He's still watching spawn. Smart play out of him, knowing that they're about to come up.
You know, but oh, the smoke right before he pulled the trigger for that headshot on Kate there.
Looks like he's just going back to mid. Gonna rotate back around, see if he can take that C
You know,
hill.
giving up their home hill.
But it's
Make
fine
sure,
though. They only
you know,
need about 30 seconds to win, so this is a good play
again,
out
just
of him.
like last round, it just made sure that they had enough time to where they can only hold. They'd have to hold 1 hill.
There you go.
Crisp sniper from behind.
Burger has a thumb, everyone. He got him back.
He's got 2.
He's got 2 thumbs. Wow.
Doing
Doing work.
You two are friends right now, so we can understand what's going on.
Doing work with both Longshot and Asher there for his team, getting 4 clutch kills. He said he channeled his inner Crush Mo. Oh my goodness. That was beautiful. So AME able to lock up another round, a hot 5-0, needing 2 more to close out this tournament here at the Microsoft Store tonight.
So we're going to have one more round here with A, B, and C hills. And we're going to switch to D, E, and F with no weapons on map.
Yep.
And, you know, last game, Escalators showed more life with those different hill rotations. And, you know, sometimes different hill placements can really just shift momentum for you. And so I'm interested to see how, if they, you know, are capable of winning around there.
You know, they also put nades down at B, and that means there's going to be a lot of nades there. There's both flames and regular frags going to be there. So holding B hill is going to be crazy because there's going to be so many explosions going off. I'm really interested to see if those nades have any particular factor.
Not only that, but flames stay around for so long in Gears 4. I feel like they stay around a lot longer than they did in Gears 3.
Yeah, they definitely deny able to get on a hill. Like, the proper way to play with flames in escalation is probably less so getting the kill and more so denying a cap.
An area.
Yeah.
And, you know, there was something you mentioned when we were playing a few weeks ago is how you felt like the flames were growing out. Like, the longer that they're on the ground, the more area is affected.
Right.
But Escalator's off to a quick double cap here, and they're
going for the
trying
potential
that
3.
triple. That's right.
He's down, though.
Which is an interesting push, you know, heading into their spawn. It took them a little while to get there. It gave AME some time to spawn, and now they're, you know, they're stuck with the 20-second respawn.
Yeah.
So now they're hill down. We get a body shot snipe, so I put him absolute. We're getting some pistols out by Burger. Player easily goes down. And you know the momentum is completely shifted.
Yeah, 3 down, 1 actually down, 4 now. So this is a 1v potential, but he's got support. That's it, domination coming in from the Swarm. They're going to cap that before he can get in there, I think.
Maybe. No! Oh, and he gets bodied.
Unfortunately, not going to be
Still not
enough.
going to matter. Yeah, I feel like, you know, that one player that got killed at their home hill, you know, had a long respawn time. Yeah, you went for the trip cap, but at the same time, you need to solidify those 2 hills at this late in the game with this many rounds lost.
Right. You know, Burger actually dropping 30 kills.
A 30 Burger.
Oh, if you're going to do it now in grand finals. So great play out of him. We're just joking around. We're all good friends here. Doing good work. AME up a nice 6-0 right now as it swaps over to DE and F hills on the map. Damn. And this could potentially be it. This could be the final round.
You know, these hills are really close together as opposed to A, C, and B. You know, A and C are kind of on the trucks, and B is like way up high. Here, you know, D, E, and F, they're almost on a straight line with each other. A little bit closer together.
I like this play out of 7. If you can get a flank. Oh, able to get a lucky 1, maybe 2.
You know, taking his time with these hard aims, I really felt like he could have walked up a little bit closer for that body.
I can't believe this player's still alive. There we go.
Sure is, but you got to remember, competitive mode, that Nasha has huge damage fall off past a certain range.
Right.
Getting headshot over the truck, that L trigger right there was pretty nice.
I don't know. I really think this is odd play right now out of Escalators because they're able to control E. Finally getting back D.
This gets back to what I was saying, is for some reason they're able to hold these hills better on the second rotation. But Kate there, Frisco 7, unsuspectingly had someone behind him.
In a 1v1 here with Store 3, that'd be Burger. And looks like he's chasing him down. Oh, able to knock him out as they're taking over this D. They could overextend, but deciding to hold back. They've got control of 2 hills.
Oh, they lost E there.
But it's not being capped.
That is true.
So it's not like it matters too much.
Chris
Good Lancer play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. F Hill's still completely in control of Swarm. They're about to try to take back E. I don't think Oscar sees him.
Yeah, one shot down from range. He must have been weak.
He probably was out of the 1v1 there.
Finally, we have a team that's able to cap both hills there. So the score is going to get a little bit more spread out. Again, putting all the pressure back on.
You got 3 flying to E
Escalators
here, though. So, you know, they're going to have to play pretty huge here in mid. Looks like it's still 2v1.
Got some really good movement by 7 here, but unfortunately none of his shots are really connecting.
Oh.
Gets the trade, but it doesn't cap the hill.
No, it doesn't. 2v1 here in mid, though. Let's see if we can switch back to that. Maybe. It's already over, but... All right, so there's 3 guys currently at F. So if I were them, definitely having D and E control is what you need to have.
That's right. I wouldn't push up right there by that Kate. But 2v1 situation. Got to be careful. Watch that friendly fire from that Lancer there. It doesn't much matter there because they get flanked right there on E. He's holding it pretty well, but nobody dying yet. Lots of movement. Picks up 1, but unable to really hold that hill down. Not much would have mattered. He had a 3rd Locust character show up there at the end.
You know, and right now it's just a game of attrition. There's not a lot of time left. About 40 seconds away from crowning AME Esports our winners. So they're going to have to get a triple cap right now. Escalators, this is the end of the road.
No, but it definitely looks like AME is set up to protect this hill pretty well. Missed the up A right there, or the back A, excuse me.
That's game, everybody. 7-0'd their first game. 7-0'd in grand finals. AME decisive victory today.
That's right.
Out here at Frisco Microsoft Store, taking home 100 pro points each. And they're actually getting some in-game battle packs and stuff from the coalition. So
it's really going to help AME when they decide to go, but I think they're going to Ohio again.
Yeah, for Columbus. Yeah, indeed.
So that'll help them get seated a little bit better.
Yeah,
going in, and
as you can see in the background, we got some camaraderie. You know, all friends here, shaking some hands. Good games all around. It's good stuff. You know, I love it.
Good for the Gears community.
Yeah, you know, it's really good. A lot of competition, but sportsmanship. You know, it's wonderful. So, great stuff here tonight. AME is going to be your winner. Congrats to all our winners. Again, Cameron Siemens, if you're in the chat, congrats on your Gears of War 4 Ultimate Edition and your swag pack from Esports Gears. Congrats to Burger #1 in the back there, AME Esports and all those guys. They actually drove out from Houston. We're here in Frisco, Texas.
That's about a 5-hour drive.
5-hour drive for them, you know.
Committed.
Yeah.
They needed that better seed, huh?
Exactly. Committed for those pro points and just to hang out. Known a couple of those guys in the community for a few years now, so good to see them coming out here and getting stuff done.
Especially since Burger's been in the community for such a long time.
Oh yeah, since pretty much the beginning, if there ever was one. So yeah, wonderful, great. I want to shout out all our sponsors, shout out all the people that helped put this together. Shout out to Microsoft Store for allowing us to do this in their venue. There was only
right,
8 of
here in
these.
Frisco.
8 of these worldwide. We were selected as one of the stores able to run that. So huge thanks to them, and thanks
Absolutely.
to Jack Felling and the entire team at Coalition and Esports Gears, or Gears Esports, excuse me, for allowing these tournaments to happen and providing the pro points for MLG bracket and everything. We're going to be contacting all those players to make sure they delve out their points and they get those in formal tournaments or future tournaments and whatnot. Shout out to Panda X Gaming for hosting the stream and allowing us to do this out here, and also Salty Mayhem for providing a lot of the content, or providing a lot of the production equipment too. So good stuff all around. And also shout out Godlike Gaming TV. You can find all of us on Twitter. Just search and you'll like what you see. So
That's right.
again, I'm Cybergraphic for Godlike,
and I'm Sabretooth for Godlike.
we're signing off. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Have a good night.